of the singing of psalms, hymns and spiritual songs, 22nd of April 2022. I was asked to speak at the weeknight meeting of the church in Baguio, and without any due preparation took the subject spoken of in Colossians chapter 3 verse 16. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms, hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. Colossians 3:16. I suggested that the early church did not have hymn books or song books, but they had the psalms and probably committed them to memory. And also I understood that on the night that Jesus was betrayed, they sang a hymn, which some say was Psalm 118. Also that the psalms were divided up into hymns, psalms of David and spiritual songs, so that we were encouraged to sing the psalms that we have in our Bible. I pointed out that the King James Version of the Bible is put to meter, and also by the Scottish Presbyterians, from which they composed their psalm book, 1650. When the Anabaptists or Nonconformists were driven out of the Church of England, they drew up their own confessions of faith and adopted many hymns that taught the doctrinal matters that are sung about in the Psalms. And these are composed to be sung by the church as a corporate body of believers. And I have suggested that we should do the same thing today, ensuring that our psalms and hymns are doctrinally correct and give glory to God. And I suggested that I had been concerned about this at home for some time in the UK, and I said that I had in mind to compile such a hymn book which was free from Arminianism, so that's what I've done. The book is a collection of hymns and some psalms composed to be sung to a range of different meters. And a hymn that was recently brought to my attention by Isaac Watts in the 18th century is based upon Psalm 90. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come. So I've submitted the hymn book for your inspection. God willing, you might find it helpful, as all the tunes are designed to be sung as a body of believers and designed to serve in the worship of God. At the end of the hymn book, there is a bibliography of each of the hymn writers and also an essay on the subject of singing of psalms in public worship by Dr. John Gill, and I trust you will find this helpful. The hymn book is made available as a small paperback or hardback book.